Stomping through the halls, we don't tiptoe. Kill streaks like we dominate in Skid Row. When we down, you still never see my click throw. I just pull up on you with a Kimbo. Stomping through the halls, we don't tiptoe. Kill streaks like we dominate in Skid Row. When we down, you still never see my click throw. I just pull up on you with a Kimbo.
PPW Nation, welcome back to the Prairie Pro Wrestling channel here on YouTube. We're excited to bring you another great matchup here tonight. We are your commentary team on one half of that team. I am Bobby Munson, the man beside me, the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. Papa Smokes, happy Saturday. And look, the Munson-tron makes its debut as Bucky McGraw making his way to the ring.
Ooh, yeah, Munson. The entrance is looking great. Everything looking great as usual. And happy Saturday to all my wrestling people out there.
And if you're coming here for the very first time at the channel, or maybe you've been a couple times and haven't done so yet, take one quick moment to hit the subscribe button down below, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell. We're here every Saturday with you guys, bringing you great professional wrestling action from right here in Western Canada. Papa Smokes, let's talk about this man right here, Bucky McGraw. This guy has been on a hot streak like no other here at Prairie Pro Wrestling. His technical wrestling ability has been on point, and he does whatever it takes to pick up that W. Bucky McGraw has got to be a top contender at this point here on the Prairie Pro Wrestling roster.
He absolutely is, Munson, and we've always known him in Saskatoon and the Western Canadian region to be the most intelligent man in wrestling. But since he's gotten his perspective has changed just a little bit. He's gotten his book of re-enlightenment, and that has been the golden path for Bucky McGraw, and he's taken that golden path right to the top of PPW. You hear the reaction from the fans here. He's not popular, but he is very successful.
And we got a PPW debut coming up here for the fans of Saskatoon. The PPW Nation are going to be on their feet for the debut of this young man. We're talking about him coming out right away here. It's Jared Rogers. This guy is a very, very young up-and-comer here in Canadian professional wrestling, Papa Smoke. Not a lot that I know about him personally. Heard a little bit about him, seen a couple of his matches so far, but very delighted that he's going to be gracing our ring here tonight.
Yeah, Jared Rogers is a new face to me too, but he's coming to the ring with some enthusiasm here. The crowd is urging him on, and look at this, a nice little hop into the ring for an entrance here. He's ready for Bucky McGraw, getting right up in his face, ready to start this match.
We got a really big crowd here tonight, Papa Smokes. This crowd in particular was a record-breaking crowd for us here in Saskatoon, here at Prairie Pro Wrestling. The hype continues to grow, and the people are coming out in troves. They love having the PPW Nation loud and noisy, and it's going to be hard to talk over them here tonight.
And we've got the bell rung on this match. Bucky McGraw in no hurry to start out, but that is always his style. Always working the psychological angle all the time. Maybe going to try and pull one over on the youngster, Jared Rogers.
We got already a Jared Rogers chant coming from the PPW Nation, but again, the PPW Nation unanimously do not care for Bucky McGraw. And Bucky asking young Jared to embrace re-education here. I believe he wants to have him shake his hand and maybe make him his protege instead of giving us a matchup here tonight, Papa Smokes. But it seems like Jared might have other plans in mind. Not so sure he wants to be shaking the hand of Bucky McGraw.
And McGraw has offered many of his opponents a way out to join his faction, to join his path to enlightenment, but no one's taken him up on it yet. Jared Rogers not looking for that at all. Wants a good match out of this. He's ready to lock up.
We do know that Bucky brings a lot of technical skill to the ring and a lot of wisdom as well too. He's very well versed here in the Canadian provinces. Done a lot of work over the years, and he is, like I said, he's been on an absolute hot streak here, Papa Smokes. I think Bucky McGraw has got to hold one of the best win-loss records in amongst the PPW Nation, and I would imagine he's got to be looking towards a golden path of his own, and that is the Prairie Pro Wrestling Championship.
There's no doubt in my mind that he's been thinking about it all the time, Munson. And you know what professional wrestling is? It's wins and losses. And that's what he's looking at right here. And he's got such an impressive win record. He's looking to get in the standings for the top contender to Sheikh Akbar Shabazz as the current champion. Bucky McGraw would love to secure that match. And he's going to look at Jared Rogers here as one more stepping stone towards that goal.
But again, Jared Rogers would like to take the opportunity to prove himself here tonight in front of the PPW Nation, making his debut a successful one with a big, massive win, or one of the absolute best that we've got here in Saskatchewan. Sorry. Bucky managing to get to the rope there, breaking the hold. Jared Rogers' hands on him. Again, like you said earlier, Papa Smokes, Bucky McGraw never in any sort of hurry. He will stay out here as long as he needs to think through the best plan to overcome his opponents.
Absolutely, and psychological warfare always with Bucky McGraw. He's going to try and take advantage of the youngster Jared Rogers.
For those of you tuning in right now that are going to be in the Saskatoon, Saskatchewan area and you want to catch PPW in a live capacity, well, you can do so on Saturday, August the 19th. It's PPW Presents Hotter Than Hell. It's going to be the hottest party of the summer, Papa Smokes. A lot of great matchups, a lot of great competitors coming out. Man, that was awesome by Jared Rogers there, though.
Wow, the agility from the youngster and the speed. This is gonna be well for him in this match. He's going to need some of these, these athletic gifts that he's got here in order to overcome the skill of Bucky McGraw. Damn, look at that.
In a sense, Papa Smokes, would you say that Bucky could be at a slight disadvantage here? Because, again, with very minimal to know about young Jared Rogers, he does not know what to expect like he's getting right now. He does not know the arsenal of this young man yet.
Absolutely, and it looks like Jared Rogers is getting under the skin of Bucky McGraw. You don't often see that where Bucky loses his composure, but he had him on the ropes for a little bit there, and now Bucky coming back with a top rope guillotine move there that's really slowed down Rogers. And now just a stomp to the throat there too. Referee's going to have to get control of this.
Again, I believe that Jared Rogers, if I'm not mistaken, Papa Smoke, making his debut not that long ago in professional wrestling, making his debut over with our friends at Love Pro Wrestling over in the Edmonton, Alberta area. Again, many of our roster as well, too, have made their way over there and found themselves on that as well. So definitely always support all independent wrestling, including us here at Prairie Pro Wrestling, as Bucky McGraw picks up a head of steam and it's going to come in with those flying European uppercuts. Man, he hits those with some strength and power.
And wow, he does 3 in a row at least. And after the first one, Jared Rogers was down on the mat. He's in a bit of trouble here. And after that side suplex, we got to cover.
Just 2.5, though. Not enough to keep the young man down. Jared Rogers going to fight back with a little bit of heart and tenacity to keep himself in this thing. Now Bucky going to hit those rights. Just straight across the jaw of Jared Rogers. And that knee lift right to the jaw. That'll knock a guy out. Surprised Bucky not going for the cover immediately after that one. Oh, he's gonna try to get under the skin of Jared Rogers, it looks like here now, Pop Smokes. Ooh. Kick straight to the back of Jared. The snap on that one, I heard that one next door. I'm sure of that, Papa Smokes. As loud as that place next door is, it's nothing like the Prairie Pro Wrestling Arena.
Well, it really seems bizarre. Usually you never see Bucky McGraw lose his cool. He's always very cerebral, very thoughtful all the time. But I think Jared Rogers got to McGraw earlier in this match. You can see there's a little bit of an edge to him, just a little bit of malice in some of these shots here. And he's grumpy with Jared Rogers, I think, and he wants to get this match over with.
Oh, Jared Rogers managing to counter that one there. Throws a nice clothesline in on Bucky McGraw. Back elbow. And And the drop kick connects. Bucky is down, and Jared Rogers has got a second wind all of a sudden. Hits the enziguri. Bucky down, hook in the leg. 1, 2. No, not enough. Bucky kicking out in the nick of time.
Well, that was a close one, though, and Jared Rogers has had a couple of good runs in this match. I think he's caught Bucky McGraw by surprise a little bit here, and now he's got the crowd behind him. He's got all kinds of momentum in this match, going for a full vertical suplex.
Oh, Bucky catching all of that boot from Jared Rogers. Back elbow connects on Jared this time. Might be looking to end it there, but no, Jared had it scouted. Look at that maneuver there. Jared Rogers hooking the leg. Close, but no cigar. 2 3/4, and Bucky lives to tell the tale. This match continues.
And you can see the frustration etched on Rogers' face. He fully expected to win the match with that finishing maneuver of sorts, but he's still got the crowd with him, and he's going to go for more, try and put those shoulders to the mat for the 1, 2, 3.
The PPW Nation would have erupted up in here, Papa Smokes, if Jared Rogers would have picked up the victory there. The referee now being a little bit off his game there. Jared Rogers goes to take Bucky down. 1, 2. No, not enough. But as you see, Papa Smokes, he has stuck that book of re-education in the ring. The official sees it, though. For once, Bucky might not get his way in this one. Rogers goes for a roll-up. Where's the referee? The referee is still distracted. 2 count only.
That could have been the big moment of this kid's career, Munson, but the referee was out of place getting the foreign object out of the ring.
And oh my goodness. Now, some might say it deliberate. Bucky, I'm sure, will say it was by accident, but the rake of the eyes on the referee, the official, now cannot see anything. Bucky grabbing the book of re-education. We've seen this many times before. The knockout blow. And it is all but done, Papa Smokes. Your winner is Bucky McGraw.
And see how he lays upon that book of re-education so that the referee can't see that it was involved in the match during the match. And now he's going to just make mockery of Jared Rogers by posing with him with his book.
Definitely not what the PPW Nation wanted, but I gotta say, my hat's off to Jared Rogers coming out here before the PPW Nation, and quite frankly, arguably, having got that 3 count, if it weren't for the distraction of the official here tonight, Jared Rogers could be having his hand raised in victory, but instead, Bucky McGraw picking up another massive victory here, continuing his win streak with Prairie Pro Wrestling. We want to thank you very, very much for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. As always, we appreciate the support here from all of you. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, all those wonderful things to us here on YouTube and all of our social media as well, too. From myself, it's Papa Smokes. As always, we say in the meantime and in between time, take care. We'll see you guys next Saturday.